Greetings, my friends. I was just coming back from a hot yoga class, and I experienced this continuous pull between what I would refer to as my male side and my female side, and I mean, I kind of like almost passed out the first time I did this hot yoga, because I'm so used to push myself, and I know that I have started this video blog in a way consciously reframing my approach towards the female within me, because in many ways I have literally lived like a man, and everyone who knows me knows that I am not coming from a light-hearted, jokey place when I'm saying that. I mean, obviously I have a female body, yeah? But I have done everything in my power to kill that female body off, and the reason for doing so had to do with a lot of abuse in my childhood, extremely heavy abuse, and I don't want to go into that right now, but what I wanted to say is that the male side within me has completely dominated my entire life and has completely called the shots until very recently, and I have noticed that I have very little it's like almost like as if I was like just as brainwashed as the whole world seemed to be, or most of the world that I'm observing anyway, around, you know, the male being the stronger and, you know, the more powerful gender, and also like, you know, the values associated with the male, you know, being preferable, you know, they to be preferred over the female, and I mean, as I come out of this yoga class, I mean, I just like see that, like, even the way how I'm approaching yoga and everyone around me is approaching yoga is from this point of reference, you know, to just keep pushing, as if this is a matter, as if this is like a demonstration of strength to continuously push beyond points where you actually gotta understand that maybe, you know, now it would be the time to relax, and that in many ways, like, you know, our whole culture is completely geared towards holding it down, pushing through. And I mean, I have been diagnosed with a burnout from 3 different doctors last year in India, and I was still, and I wasn't even going, you know, to have, you know, anything like, you know, towards this really low energy that I felt my whole life, you know, but was continuously ignoring, because the egoic mind, the mental side, you know, if it's very strong, it can just keep pushing and pushing and pushing. And so I did like the pushing and the pushing and the pushing, and the little girl inside of me has really put a stop now. I mean, like, basically none of my plans have worked out in a way that I could say, okay, you know, I'm taking off because I choose to, because it almost feels like, you know, if she's not coming on board, and I'm referencing her now as the little girl, because clearly this was my first, you know, my first contact with the female side was the little girl, and I've been continuously on a yeah. So basically, I need to get her on board, and even when I was understanding that there is a value in this, all this shadow work and all this emotional work, I mean, even then I would approach it from this achiever mindset, and this, you know, this adult mindset that rushes the process and gets really impatient, maybe, and I it literally dawned on me that I am doing the very same thing. You know, not intellectually it dawned on me, it dawned on me like from a whole being place, where I understood finally I will not go anywhere if I am not gonna pay attention to that little girl. So she's like in many ways the complete opposite of my male. My male is very achievement oriented, very much like into, you know, pursuing goals and pushing through until no one around you is standing anymore and you are still pushing. And she's like all into wanting to play, and wanting to play, not in wanting to do things that she loves to do. And I think that she has never really seen the light of the day. So in many ways, like, you know, like it's almost like I need to completely shift my whole value system, meaning, okay, you know, pay attention, Mona. If you really want to do what you've come here to do, you gotta become whole on the inside. I mean, and that can't happen without her. Yeah, so I'm a bit baffled, to say the least, because she's put her foot down now and I was made to listen, and now I'm kind of like letting it sink in, and just talking about it feels a bit better now. And yeah, so I'm gonna what I'm doing at the moment is just really accepting all these emotional journeys without getting over identified with them, but seeing that she was badly hurt, and that I have to bring in the male now as a very benevolent, very supportive, very protective side, rather than keep doing what I can only describe like as a continuation of you know, the abuse and the you know, to traumatize her further by taking on the role of the perpetrator, which I think is very common in this world, that if we don't pay attention, we actually becoming our own worst perpetrators and killing our little children off, who connect us actually with source energy. That is probably the biggest secret of all. So I wanted to make this statement, and I'm gonna eat something now, and I'm looking forward to actually work more on this painting. I have quite a few ideas. Okay, then I see you tomorrow. Bye bye.